In the early 80s, Kazuki Takahashi began to draw manga, but it was not until the early 90s that his works were published. He wanted to write about horror as well as a battle manga. Success was not found until he created Yu-Gi-Oh!, which was first published in Shonen Jump magazine in 1996. Yu-Gi-Oh! Used games as the main form of battle. The situations in these games can often be so violent that in one chapter, the villain who loses the game ends up burning alive. Owing to the success of the manga, in 1998 an animated TV series based on the manga was created by Toei Animation. One segment in the manga favored by fans was a card battle game called Magic and Wizards. Based on this, Bandai released its version of the card game in September 1998. In December 1998, Konami releases a new version of the cards, which were for collection only. Then, in 1999, Konami purchased the license to manufacture the Yu-Gi-Oh! Official card game. They re-released a more realistic card iteration and created special sophisticated rules for the game. In April 2000, Studio Gallop and Nihon Ad Systems produced Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, a newer version of the anime unrelated to the previous series. Then, the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Got bigger. The TV series, card game, and manga became a phenomenon across the world. What began in Japan found its way across to North America, Europe, Australia, and the rest of the world. And much happens over the next 15 years. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters anime runs for 5 seasons with 224 episodes. This brought forward 4 more spin-off series with a current total of 650 episodes, broadcast in over 65 countries, bringing in more fans for the series and the game. In 2000, Upper Deck Entertainment acquires the rights to produce and market the translated version of the 1999 original card game for non-Asian countries for $75 million. This came to be known as the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game and was published in 2002. The August 2003 issue of Shonen Jump magazine included a demo version of the upcoming Yu-Gi-Oh! PC game. The magazine sold 540,000 copies and was the top issue ever. The success by the card game from Konami and Upper Deck Entertainment started breaking records. Yu-Gi-Oh! Became the best-selling card game of all time according to the Guinness World Records. By 2008, there were over 18 billion cards sold. As of March 2011, over 25,175,567,833 cards were sold, beating its own previous 22 billion record set in 2009. In 2008, a dispute began between Konami and Upper Deck Entertainment. Konami announced they were retaking the trading card game. Upper Deck Entertainment responded by issuing a lawsuit against Konami for $75,001,000. Konami won the dispute by proving in court that Upper Deck Entertainment were producing unsanctioned cards. As of August 2015, there are 7,533 in the original card game, with 656 exclusive to the original card game only, while compared to the 6,949 in the trading card game, with only 65 exclusive to the trading card game only. Combined, there are a total of 7,598 playable cards. Compared with all genre of cards in the franchise, the manga has illustrated 2,720 cards. 5,939 cards were shown in the anime, 5,766 cards found in the video games. Of these, 576 cards have their art altered or censored. With so many cards to play with, competitive play was encouraged. Official tournaments take place globally. Currently, 56 countries are recognized for official tournaments and world championships. In 2012, the 100th Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series held in Long Beach, California, USA, was announced by Guinness World Records as the largest trading card game tournament ever held, with over 4,364 duelists competing. With such great success, the value of cards rise for both its collection value and for competitive play. In 2010, in the trading card game secondary market such as eBay, Yu-Gi-Oh! Held 23.6% of market shares in dollar value when compared to 2 of the other top trading card games, Magic the Gathering and Pokemon the trading card game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Had an approximate value of $221,170 in this secondary market. One of the most expensive cards ever recorded sold for $5,000 on eBay, as only 10 copies were known to exist at the time. Another copy of the same card was bid for at $23,000 but was never paid for. The next time you hear about Yu-Gi-Oh!, try to remember, it's not a simple card game.